Let's go. What is up? This is Innerwear. Welcome, boys and girls. This is Uncle Prince here to school you on things he himself doesn't know. Well, today I want to talk about steady energy, Steady energy is consistent. Yes, yeah. Steady energy is consistent, and most of us, we don't have steady energy. I mean, you don't, but there are people who do, man. Just like me, I'm steady like that, cheers. But yeah, steady energy, Well, to be honest, steady energy is consistent because these two things are directly intertwined. If I could say, I've been consistent with my work input so far as I've been stating that I'll try to do everything that I talk about in this video. And I made a video back then about staying consistent. I think a few videos about that. And yeah, it's what I've come to notice, is that steady energy is consistent. And when you are consistent in whatever you do, you start to get that steady energy. You become more clear, more purposeful, more intentful with the things that you do, as opposed to panicking because you think you're not moving forward. And think of it this way: imagine yourself that you are maybe trying to learn to go to the gym. You start to get consistent now and experienced. That makes you to start feeling more relaxed at the gym, because now you're getting around the block, you're getting to know everything, you're getting to practice everything, and that on its own, will make you become the guy or the girl who knows when to do what about X being whatever circumstance you might be in at a certain time, be it good or bad. But in order for you to know what to do anyway, you are supposed to have been around the block a couple of times. You cannot be a beginner in anything and exude the energy of a professional. That will never happen. Even with you, whether it be girls that you're chasing after or what, whether it's your dreams or whatever, even if you're a soccer player, man, it is always that simple fact. Experience. You can always tell the experience of someone simply by just how smooth they are doing something, yeah. Exactly as you can tell with YouTube videos that this person has been doing this for some time, they're good at it. Then there's obviously the ones like me who's trying to put in the reps every day. I know I might not be that good, but I actually feel better than I did when I started. And I have to say, man, I don't know, I feel like I'm starting to get better at talking with the camera. And then yeah, that means I'm building XP in this field, and I'm starting to feel better and better about myself with regards to making YouTube videos, because I know I can do this. I know where my level is because of the work that I can produce, and yeah, that makes me a bit steadier than someone who's just starting out today. And that's exactly what makes the person who's been shooting for a long time. That's what makes them more steadier than I am, because they've actually been around the block a lot of times. Yeah, and that is my message today, man. Just in whatever you do, just try to remain consistent. That fame or whatever rewards that you are looking for in life, they need you to devote yourself to that one particular thing until you can gather enough experience to have enough timing for you to know when to do what. And that's when results start manifesting. You put in the honest work, you start to know what to do, and when you know how to go around the block, you can never get lost, man. I don't care how stupid you think you are. If you do something over and over every day, it doesn't even matter anymore if you're stupid or not, because you do it daily. I mean, I can be the most stupid and skinniest guy. Okay, then let's not put stupid. I can be the most skinniest guy. If every day I keep going to the gym, I'll change. I will change. And I'll start feeling better about myself. I'll start feeling stronger because I know I am stronger. And that makes me a smooth motherfucker in the gym. And that there is something, to work with. If you can notice that in yourself, that pattern, you can carry out that pattern anywhere in your life, You can carry it out anywhere. I mean, I have things that I've done before that have created some experience for me. Although I'm not at the peak of those things, because if I was, then I would be famous for them. But that tiny bit of experience that I have, it's inconsequential to the greatest. But to someone who's just starting out, I'm the dog, man. And compared to those people, I feel like a dog. And the people more successful than me feel more like a dog when they're around me. And that is just what it is, man. Especially if you're a guy, you have to learn how to get around the block, how to know stuff. And that takes practice, that takes time, I mean, even if you want to get girls, remember your first time as a guy, you would go around chasing girls. That trial and error is creating experience for you, so that now when you're older, it will be easier for you to do. If you've been playing soccer since you were a kid, now you're supposed to be better. I mean, your mind works in a very amazing way. You learn something till it even enters your body, to the point whereby you can do that thing subconsciously without even noticing. And that is the power of consistency right there. And if you can do something at a physical level that requires thought, you can execute it on a physical level that is beyond XP. You now have the power to manifest whatever you want using that. It's beyond experience. To me, you've up-leveled in energy. You've built a better character. Something like that. We all crave for that in our daily lives. That thing will be revered for, especially as guys. And I had to say, man, if you want something, you want to be known for something or achieve something, or be the greatest, I mean, you have to be competitive. You have to beat yourself and beat everyone. And the only way to do that in anything, as far as I've learned in this life, is to do it every day, because no one is willing to do anything every day. No one's willing to do anything every day consistently over and over again, because people want a dopamine hit, and doing the same repetitive things every day that don't reward you as much, you might start feeling like you're doing the wrong thing. That's when the winners, they know that. That's how you stick out the losers. You stick out everyone. You're the last man standing. That's how you win in this life, man. That's how you win in this life. I mean, if it were by just intelligence, I think most of us would have made it. But I feel like a lot of people are smart, but then intelligence is overrated, man. There's other things that contribute to a person, and the ability to focus is one of the greatest assets any person can have. You focus and you build that. You build that. You build that discipline. That ability of you to do things even when you don't want to be consistent, and that is how you win in this game. So if you do something over and over, you just become the best. You cannot run away from that. I hope someday I'll be the best in making these videos and solving your spiritual problems. Please, if you like these videos, please hit the comment section, leave a comment, hit the subscribe button if you like this comment, hit the like button if you like this comment. If you want this content, if you want this content, hit the like, subscribe, share, comment, tune in again to Innerware. That is what it is. See you in the next video. Innerware, I am out.